Mati wanted. Bah, je sais toujours pas quoi prendre. Vous avez choisi vous?
Bah ouais, je vais prendre un burger.
Ok. Est-ce que vous avez choisi?
Oui.
Ouais.
Et je vous écoute.
When I began Jiu-Jitsu, there are no video on YouTube, nothing about Jiu-Jitsu, no technique, no guy. And the guy, the blue belt, when he teach me the first class, he gave me 2 video, cassettes. So the first one, it was the UFC 1, UFC 2, UFC 3, UFC 4. What's that? And the second video, it was a video of technique of Jean-Jacques Machado. And the title was To Become a Champion, with the sparring partner was Eddie Bravo. So I began with that, just with that.
Merci. Merci.
Gare Tonon against Polaris. This fight and Bruno Frasato against Gianni Grippo. I think it will be a great fight. I like the game of Gianni Grippo. I like the game. Bruno Frasato is old generation, like me. And Gianni Grippo is a young guy, and it's a new generation with the new game. So modern Jiu-Jitsu. So I'm very excited to see this fight.
Peace.
Always when I step on the mat, I just look for submission. That's my game. This is the essence of my jiu-jitsu. So it doesn't matter if you're gonna be quickly or on the last minute of the fight. I'm gonna be the 15 minutes trying to do my goal.
So this machine give the report on everything, like any different, like in the balance, in power. So it's a lot of people using the soccer, like in the soccer world, like Real Madrid, Barcelona, all those like big teams has like this machine, like they use that. So to prevent like so there's players to get hurt. So and they use it here, like in the top fighters like Marheches brothers, G. So we're using here today. I think that probably the first gym that ever used that. So and then we get the report and send to their training, so they can keep that balance and make sure they don't get hurt and make sure they do the right thing.
I don't do nothing different. I train hard as for any kind of tournament. The thing what I do is hard work daily.
I think the sport is growing fast, and I'm happy to be part of it. I'm doing whatever I can to, do my part in my community. But we got people like Eddie Bravo, throwing, super crazy tournaments now in the UFC Fight Pass. EBI is blowing up, and then we have, like the UK throwing Polaris, which is one of the best tournaments in the world for sure. It's bringing a lot of different viewers, and it's getting people excited. I feel that Jiu-Jitsu is only going to grow from here on out. It's only going to keep leveling up to that next level, and we're gonna get a lot of more people supporting it. So I'm happy and I'm excited to see where Jiu-Jitsu goes from here.
Counter pressure that I can create with my arm. What I want to do.
The last year I've been competing really hard, trying to make a name for myself. 2 major competitions that I won right off the bat were EBI 1 and EBI 2. I felt after I won EBI 1 and EBI 2, I started taking my name and my game to that next level. I did the ADCC trials, and I ended up submitting all my opponents in the ADCC trials, and I ended up going to the finals in Brazil, and I ended up getting 4th place in the world. And I feel like I learned a lot from that experience, and I'm just hungry right now to keep getting more reps and more matches.
Because I kind of feel like So like you're
You know, I feel I'm super excited when I know that it is based off submission, because once I go in there, all I gotta focus on surviving and finishing. And to me, that is the essence of jiu-jitsu. Either you're gonna survive or you're gonna die. That's how it works. And when we're going in there and we're competing, you know, that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to finish each other. We're trying to survive, and that gets me excited, and that's what my game is based off. So I'm ready to go in there and submit whoever's in front of me.
You know, I compete 10 minutes most of the time. This is 15. Maybe I'll, like after training, sometimes I'll do like 15-minute rounds instead of 10-minute rounds. But it's basically the same. And more for this, I'll just try to focus on like practicing different submissions, more submissions, like being a little bit more well-versed. I notice a lot of times when I get the submission, it's more just like submissions from the back. But I need to be ready for anything, you know, so kind of going over more option as well. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen in the match. I think like for the last match, it's hard to say. I always thought there was going to be a certain way things will go at like high-level black belt matches, but then it can go the complete opposite. I'm really excited for the Bruno match. I don't know why, but he's someone I've wanted to compete with for a long time. I think it's just something, I have a certain level of comfort competing against people that I grew up watching. I feel like it's a good test for me, because he was someone that was a really high level, and he still is. I don't want to say he isn't, but he was a high level black belt, making it to the finals of Worlds almost every year. Just a few years ago, while I was still a blue belt watching him, and I really want to test myself against someone like that. I also feel comfortable doing the match and excited to do the match because I know he's a good guy as well. Whenever I talk with him, I don't like to compete with people that, you know, want to trash talk, because then once I fight angry, I don't compete as well as I know I can. So I'm looking forward to the match because I really respect him, both as a competitor and as a person. And I think our styles can really make a fun matchup. He's been playing the game that I'm doing way longer. So I think that's that's a good test for myself to see like how much the training that I've put in has helped paid off. You know, have I caught up or gone beyond it? You know, we'll see. So that's what makes it exciting for me.
Your favorite titles are now all in one place. Go to Digitsu.com, create an account, then download the free Digitsu app. Access your Digitsu library anywhere. Download the free Digitsu app today.